The idea for this video was suggested by One Voice. Big up yourself, One Voice. Hopefully I do it justice. You know that you can guarantee you are getting good work done when your contractor does not take on every aspect of the building construction by himself, but uses real experts to complete the various critical areas of the job. So just like how your general practitioner does not attempt to perform open heart surgery, but would provide a referral for a cardiac surgeon to ensure that the job is properly done, that is how important it is for a building contractor to bring on board expert tradesmen to complete the different areas of the building. I am fully cognizant that many builders are multi-skilled and can effectively complete every aspect of construction, but still, nothing beats the real experts. Some contractors will provide you with the overall cost to complete the job, but have you ever considered the breakdown for each tradesman? This video will provide you with the labor cost or fees for the different tradesmen in the construction industry. The fees charged by each of the tradesmen featured in this video will be based on this 188 square feet or 17.4658 square meters of floor plan. It comprises a garage, 2 bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms, built-in closets, and a balcony. The cost to complete this floor plan was $350,000. Payments were made in 3 stages. The breakdown as depicted in this quotation is 25% of total in stage 1, 30% in stage 2, and 45% at stage 3, which is the final stage. This represents the cost per unit that the architect charges for reimbursable items. Traveling is $80 per kilometer. Photocopies range from $12 to $85 depending on color and paper size. Plot on vellum is $950 per square meter, while plot on bond is $800 per square meter. Blueprints are for $280 per square meter. While some architects will charge based on value of the overall project, others will charge per square foot. The cost to line out this foundation is $80,000. The activity involves measuring and creating a board structure using lath, then adding nails in strategic areas on which cord is attached to ensure accuracy and balance in the excavation and block laying process. The cost to dig the foundation is $120,000, and this is based on square footage. The laborers follow the line to dig and clear manually. I am not too sure though about how much it costs to use an excavator to do the digging, because I know that for large projects they use excavators instead of laborers to do the digging. I have no doubt that you will agree with me that the steelwork is the single most critical aspect of any concrete building structure. It is what determines the longevity and soundness of the building. The cost to complete the steelwork for this project is $130,000. Steelwork involves measuring, cutting and bending the steel using the iron device here and a piece of metal pipe. This is a much clearer image of the steel bending device. The steel work requires great concentration, The small bent pieces of steel are wired onto full-length steel to create what is known as the matting. Because on completion, the joint pieces of steel has a mat-like appearance. One set of matting is placed in the ground to create the foundation, and the others are placed in an upright position to create the columns. Poor steel work will result in the building cracking or collapsing soon after it is built. So great care has to be taken with this part of the building process. This could explain the reason why steel work is the most expensive aspect of the building process. The column mattings have to be securely anchored to those placed in the ground for the foundation before the concrete is actually poured for the casting. Failure to properly fasten the structure will result in lean and weak columns, which will cause the building to tilt or collapse. You need the steel expert to supervise the process and add those final touches to the matting before the concrete is poured. Getting the correct measurement between columns is equally important. Therefore, the positioning of the matting is crucial to ensure balance. The cost to cast this foundation is $80,000. Casting involves pouring gravel and then the actual mortar in the foundation. This process takes real team effort. One set of laborers transport a set amount of raw material to the mixing or mortar board. Another set mixes the mortar, which is then loaded into buckets. The buckets are passed along down the line and poured in the respective areas. This speeds up the process and to see the project being completed in a quick enough time. The completion of this project required 1,200 blocks. It cost $135,000 to lay the blocks. Laying of blocks requires a skill and precision to get them straight, neat, and not looking topsy-turvy like something out of a cartoon.
All right.
The cost charged to complete the carpentry work, which includes cutting and assembling boxes for the columns and lintel, is $85,000. Sometimes it is so difficult to find good tradesmen to do work at a reasonable price. There are so many young people who choose to sit idly with hands outstretched to beg when they could easily work alongside a tradesman and learn a skill in building construction. Most of us have to rely heavily on tradesmen to get our work done. And as you can see by these fees, tradesmen can make a decent enough living. Different tradesmen charge differently based on where they are located. These are actually not standardized fees, as tradesmen will charge more or less depending on various factors such as location, level of difficulty, type of building, among many others. I do hope you were able to learn something from this video. Thank you for watching. Click the subscribe button if you have not done so yet. And to our new subscribers, welcome to this information hub and thank you for subbing. We do appreciate your support.